It was a bright Saturday morning, the kind of morning that felt like it held promises. The air was filled with excitement and nervous energy. Today was my daughter Emily's graduation day. For years, we had been waiting for this moment, celebrating every little milestone along the way. I had spent the previous night making sure her dress was perfect, her hair neat, and her little smile brighter than ever. As we drove to the university, Emily couldn't stop talking about her friends, the ceremony, and the little party we had planned afterward. I smiled, trying to hold back the swirl of emotions inside me. I felt proud, nervous, and oddly protective all at the same time. We arrived at the hall early. Parents were taking photos, teachers were checking lists, and graduates were preparing backstage. Everything seemed normal, perfect even. But little did I know, by the time we walked into the main hall, nothing would ever feel normal again. The ceremony started as planned, with speeches, applause, and cheers. Emily's name was called, and she walked across the stage with confidence. I clapped louder than anyone, my eyes full of tears of pride. But the celebration took a sharp turn in a way I had never anticipated. Halfway through the ceremony, a commotion started at the back of the hall. I noticed my husband, Jason, standing up abruptly. At first, I thought maybe he was stretching or waving to someone, but then I realized the expression on his face was not ordinary. It was anger, frustration, and something else I couldn't quite identify. Before I could even ask what was happening, he shouted, "I'm leaving you, today." The hall froze. Time seemed to slow. I could hear the faint gasp of the crowd, the shuffle of feet, the quiet murmurs of disbelief. Parents stopped clapping, students paused mid-step, and Emily froze in shock. Her face went pale, and I felt my heart tighten. "Is this a joke?" I whispered to myself, but the look in his eyes made me realize it wasn't. The world felt suddenly heavy, as if gravity had doubled. I took a deep breath, trying to calm the whirlwind of emotions inside me. Fear, anger, sadness, disbelief, they all collided. But I knew I had to remain composed. I couldn't let my daughter see me break down. Not today. I stood up and faced him. My voice, though shaky at first, grew stronger with each word. "If this is truly what you want, then fine. But announcing it here, on Emily's graduation day, is cruel and unnecessary. Our daughter deserves better." The crowd was silent, watching as a real-life drama unfolded in front of them. Some people looked uncomfortable, others curious. I could feel all eyes on us, but I didn't care. My priority was Emily, who was clutching my hand as if afraid the world would shatter. Jason's face turned red, and he shouted even louder. He tried to justify himself, blaming stress, our disagreements, and the monotony of our lives. I listened, letting him speak, because I knew arguing here wouldn't solve anything. This wasn't about proving who was right or wrong, this was about protecting my daughter and myself. After a few minutes, his energy seemed to wane. He finally walked out, leaving a stunned silence in the hall. I held Emily close, whispering softly. "We're together. We're strong. Nothing can break us." The ceremony continued, but the atmosphere had changed. People whispered behind their hands, friends exchanged awkward glances, and Emily walked across the stage again, trying to regain her composure. I realized in that moment that life, unpredictable and sometimes cruel, had just shown me its raw edge.